Okay, get the thing. So, you think they ever take it down on that swing?
Once in a while, right at the end. Hey, there he is.
All right. Hey, that looks like a
Feels
pretty good fish.
Good fish. It does. It feels pretty good.
All right. Well, you know, he took it on the end of the swing. I think you got to be careful, don't you, about pulling that streamer out too quickly?
What I think happens a lot of times is the fish may pick up the streamer way out there.
Uh-huh.
And then he follows it in, and then he hits it right when it stops at the end of the swing.
Here, I'll unhook your net. I'll be useful or useless, as the case may be. Hey, you better get a bigger net.
That net handles all the fish I ever catch.
Now, what kind of action were you giving it?
I was just kind of giving it a little bit of a slow retrieve in this water. This is kind of a medium current, so it was giving the fly a lot of action, and then it was just kind of twitching.
I'll tell you, nothing beats the Box Canyon in the late fall, does it?
Well, if we can get this one landed, he's not a huge fish, but he's one of those pretty Box Canyon rainbows. I put another fly above the streamer. I got a little egg pattern just because I thought I'd dead drift it through here, but he took the streamer. That's why.
Well, we use a lot of multi-fly patterns.
Yeah, I don't.
I usually like little rubber legs ahead of my streamer.
Let me move in here a little bit.
Okay.
Get out of this fast.
Well, I almost tripped over some rocks here too.
Well, you show me your net technique there.
All right. Well, first of all, I'm going to get down below him if you'll let me. Hey, this is a pretty good sized fish. One thing people don't do, one of the mistakes that people do when they try to net a fish, they make quick movements.
Right.
You got to almost stay perfectly still. I always like to go from behind them. I figure that if they look at you first, they'll be less afraid of me behind you.
Okay, well, flip in there.
Now I'm going to come behind him here. You keep moving him up.
I'll try to set him right behind this rock.
Whoops. Yeah, he saw me. I always like to get a fish in shallow water when I'm playing him. I think they feel like they have more control when they're in deep water. Okay. Now I'm getting about behind him now. Well, this always is a problem when you do when they come in like that. There's not much you can do but just stay there. I've seen more fish knocked off with a net when people stab at them and they jump out and.
I'm hook on him again. The problem with this fish is he's a nice big fish, but he hasn't wore himself out by making jumps and stuff. He's just kind of been wallowing around out there. Jack, that net may be a little small.
Yeah, it may be. Whoa, there he goes out. That's a good fish. Whoa! Notice that I'm waiting for that one time.
I can't get his head up.
Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Whoa! Boy, he heard that. You know, I just hit the rock. He didn't even see me. Well, I'll tell you. Oh, no! Your net's not big enough! Look at this! I had the full fish in the net, Mike, and I couldn't get him to come in.
Look at that. That's a typical big old Box Canyon rainbow.
Well, he took that streamer. Whoop!
He's gone.
He got it again. Look at that. Now, how am I supposed to net him on a net that size? Look at that. He only fit there halfway.
All right, he's off the fly now. So.
Okay, what do you think? That's a good 23-inch fish.
It's, oh!
You hooked me with your egg. You got your strike indicator and egg pattern here.
How big he is. My net's 20 inches long.
Oh, yeah, he's every bit that big.
So he'll be.
I'll bet you 23, 22.
I'd say he. Oh, no, he's not as big as we thought he was. He's about 20.
Oh,
But he's a pretty fish.
I don't know. I think you got too short a net.
Yeah, that's a good fish though. But that's the streamer fishing. You're after the good fish with a streamer, even if
Right.
you don't catch many. We worked pretty hard this afternoon
Yeah, we sure did.
just to catch this one fish.
Let's get him up.
He's tired.
Let's get him up. Hold it for a second. Let's get up real close so we can get some real close-ups. Are we? Okay.
I just don't want to lose my rod.
Let me get this streamer replaced.
Okay.
And then you can say, hey, I caught him on your pattern. You don't mind doing that, do you?
No, that's fine. I've been having trouble getting some of these bigger fish netted.
Well, I had him all the way in. I couldn't bring him
But
up.
he's right at 20. But he looks bigger.
Yeah. We gotta. Let's get it where we can take it out of his mouth.
Okay. You rolling? Jack, this fish is a good 20 inches anyway. Maybe just a little more.
Hey,
And
what's-
that fly there is
Hey.
a good one. The old kiwi.
I just loaned you that.
Well, that's been a good fly here in the box. You know, I found that to work about everywhere. It's a great streamer. Now this is we're going to get this guy back here. He's getting, there he goes. He's
Well, that's
getting
beautiful.
ready to go back.
That's beautiful.
Well, these fish grow pretty fast in here, so he might go a couple inches bigger. Maybe you can catch him next time.
Well, I have the skill necessary.
Boy, we worked hard
Oh,
today,
boy.
haven't
Well, it's that fall day. You know, it may snow a little bit. Oh, but I'll tell you, it's great to be out here. We haven't seen another fisherman. I love about the fall.
we? I agree.
Hear the elk bugle, the geese are coming over, and those poor guys that went hunting eat their heart out.
Biggest problem's just keeping warm, but you know,
Mm.
it's pretty cold till you catch a fish like that. Then you get warm in a hurry.
Thank God for neoprene waders. That's all I got to say.
Well, what do you think? We ought to call it a day?
I think we ought to call it a day. That's what streamer fishing's all about. Get one big one.